A word is dead when it is said, some say. But I say, it just begins to live that day. And that is by Emily Dickinson.
Yeah, that's right.
You was right on the tip of your tongue, right? Well, welcome to StoriesRoc, where we lift the words off the page and we breathe life into them. Tonight, we are presenting a program called Kitchen Confidential. All of these stories are true personal stories that we share in front of a live audience. And so I'm just delighted to welcome you. My name is Leah Ruckberg, and I'll be your host today. She's the author of Rochester Eats, 75 Years of Faves and Craves, and also during her time as a columnist, she cooked and wrote for Community Meal Kitchen and Cameron Community Ministries. Yeah, so these are familiar to some of you. She's been compiling stories for a book about those two simultaneous experiences. And I asked her if she had a little story in her back pocket, and she says, I sure do. It's about eating what's given to you, called Not Your Mainstream Meat Eater. So, Karen.
Right, sure.
Hi. So people always ask me, how did you get such a job? And isn't it wonderful? And Alan Richman, who is the New York City restaurant critic, said, everybody thinks it's like test driving Maseratis or dressing supermodels. You know, it's like the best thing in the world. And sometimes it is, but sometimes you eat a lot of mediocre stuff on your behalf. So, you're welcome. When I first auditioned, there were 5 of us, and they sent us all to the same restaurant. And they sent us to Shiki Japanese, and they had sushi. And I thought, well, how am I going to do this? So I looked at the menu, and a lot of people were ordering, California rolls, because it's familiar. Oh, I don't want to eat any raw fish. They would order negamaki, which is asparagus wrapped with beef. So it's pretty safe, and I thought, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to order eel. So I ordered eel, and it must have differentiated me enough, because I got the call. But it began my love affair with not mainstream meats. And if there was something unusual on the menu, I would try it. And I had gazelle and boar sausage at the Crystal Barn. And I had fried frog legs at Chen Garden. And in fact, a Girl Scout troop asked me to take them out for a dinner, like a restaurant review. And I said, okay, but there's not going to be any chicken fingers, and there's not going to be any mac and cheese, and you're going to try everything. So I ordered them the frog legs, and made them all try it. So these little 9-year-old girls, and one of the girls screamed, oh, it's Kermit! So I would try dim sum, and I tried what they call phoenix claws, which are chicken feet. And they're in garlic sauce, which, as far as I'm concerned, is just like a really good way to get garlic sauce into your mouth. And it's kind of like eating, I don't know, erasers with some bones in them. But, I did them. I did it brave. So this kind of not being afraid of different foods served me well. And I was at Cameron Community Ministries, and we served lunch to about 200 people a day. And we would get some pretty unusual stuff from Food Link. So I was the one that got called when something unusual came in. A lot of things we got was venison, and a lot of our clients would be like, oh, I'm not going to eat venison. And so what we would do with it is just cook it up in the morning early before anybody came in to see that it was, dark red. So we would cook it up and then just season it and turn it into chili or turn it into tacos or something inoffensive. And one guy who was deaf came in and he asked me, and he kept asking me. So he took me over to a sign that was talking about the values of different proteins. And he was showing me bacon, which is, you know, those strips of fat and lean, so bacon. And so he gets down to beef and he gets down to this, and I said, no, no, no. And I said, venison? And he goes, oh. So that was a cue. Every time he came in, he'd go. So another time we got duck, and we got hundreds of pounds of duck. So I thought, well, I'm going to make duck à l'orange. So I scrambled through the pantry, and I found some marmalade and some orange juice and some soy sauce and grated oranges and put it on it. And I baked it the night before. I roasted it off so that the fat would drip out and the skin would get crisp. And all of that duck fat got put into Tupperware and went home to my freezer so I could make potatoes with it. You know, I wasn't going to throw away any duck fat. So people came in and said, oh, you know, Miss Karen, that's pretty good chicken, but I don't know about this couscous. And I said, well, it's kind of like grits. It's little small pieces of bread. Oh, I know grits. I can eat that. This is good couscous, Miss Karen. So then one day, a big box of shrink-wrapped meat came in, and it was 84 pounds of rabbit. And I thought, now what am I going to do with this? So I was also working at Wegmans, and I went and talked to one of the chefs, and he said, you know, your best bet is to stew it. So get yourself some mustard and some cream, and just, you know, separate out the legs. They're going to be real tiny, but put them in and let it simmer all morning. So I did that, and it was delicious. And people came in, and they're like, Miss Karen, that is some good chicken stew. Yes, it is. And they said, but the legs is tiny. And I said, well, it's four-legged chicken. But it's real muscular. Well, it's jumping chicken. So they all ate it. And I thought my secret was safe. Until one man, who was a transplant from Kentucky, and very loud, walked in and stood on our landing. And he went, oh my God, are you cooking squirrel? And I went, so I told him, and he said, well, it's mighty good bread. Anyway, it served me well, and I'm still an adventurous eater, and I encourage people to try everything once or twice if you like it.